First off, sorry if you hear loud noises in the background. It's beyond my control. Second of all, hi, this is Despair Reviewer, Angry Anime Fan, despairing over the fact that Satoshi lost, although that wasn't that surprising. Because third, he lost, but the real third, yes, this does indeed confirm that Tsukasa has some kind of disorder. I wonder if that is autism because I have it myself. Actually Asperger and ADHD, but the fact that he cannot pick up on selfishness, his own selfishness, and the fact that he believes this, why shouldn't he do it? Why shouldn't he have done it? It was for the best. Does seem to imply that he might have some minor form of autism. It also explains why he's so good at what he does. However, if he really has that, then in a way I feel like this is a bad playing of it, especially since all the other eyes on him greatly show that they do not like his detached personality and actually are creeped out by it. But hey, it is what it is. In onto the chapter, it's basically a way to summarize it. Yes, that Satoshi lost, and first of all, but to give in detail, uh, first of all, we have a nice color page with Erina getting a massage by Hisako. That was very welcoming. And Tsukasa offered Satoichi to work under him, which, by the way, a lot of the other people reacted very like that. Of course, Satoichi was very unmoved by that, saying it's business like that, business as before. As we also see as we also get promising of Happy Valentine's Day with a picture of Rindo and Tsukasa and the others. Well, either way, the judging begins with Tsukasa's dish, Leviera la Royale, who indeed, after the judges taste it, has incredibly versatile, and which is apparently hitting that there was another layer of dish hidden under the sauce. And the other judge mentions that he couldn't believe that someone managed to incorporate both the inn and royal style of egg custard into one dish. And in fact, Tsukasa had created a lot of different tastes, and not just rabbit meat, into it. And effectively, Satoichi was called a chef that really had boundless potential and trickery, not trickery, but skill for his age. However, Tsukasa overwhelmed that with the fact that yes, Tsukasa is a bona fide genius, but he's also an arrogant jerk that appears to actually not be aware that he is an arrogant jerk, because we see a small glimpse of his past when children in his class were painting, and then when he saw his classmates having nice blue color, he stole a little bit of that blue color. And when everyone else said that you were not allowed to do that, Tsukasa just casually answered, I thought that blue color will help my painting look more beautiful. Which, by the way, a lot of the other people reacted with a little bit of fear and disturbing for. And it appears he knows he has been different from everyone else since he was a child. And this is actually typical Asperger-like behavior. When you know you are different than the others. And sometimes you don't care, and sometimes you do care. But at the same time, you believe it's the other people's fault for not understanding you and saying that oh, I am different. Why should you all be like that? But it appears that he got absorbed into cooking because it didn't matter if he was different. It is also that his cooking can shine. As he bears off Satoichi's clothing, he once again says that if you get expelled, it will be a waste. But then Satoichi stands. By the way, he is once again only in his loincloth, by the way. Says with a determined look and actually a badass boast, saying, even if I'm just reduced to my underwear, I'll never give up cooking for joy and pleasure. Which is what Tsukasa lacks. He doesn't cook with joy and cooking. He just cooks because he cooks. And he just cooks because he's good at it. And because he detached himself from it. So it seemed in the end Tsukasa's win. However, Satoshi is nowhere a single bit worried about the defeat. As Nene blushes, seeing him half naked, I guess that means he never did strip in the Kinokuni place. But Nene says that you knew you couldn't win from the start. Tsukasa is the kind of person that thinks nothing about this victory. However, the Polar Star Genius just says, "Is that so?" Well, I guess it up to my friends now. No, Satoichi is not a single bit worried. He know. Did he know he was gonna lose? Perhaps he did. Did he intend to lose? No, he didn't. But he now has a face of someone that believes that his friends will defeat Tsukasa. So please defeat Tsukasa already. His arrogance is honestly bothering me, and now the fact that it's been revealed that he may very well have Asperger even more uh, actually makes me hate him even more. I know that may sound a little bit controversial, self-hating, but in a way, a lot of people who do have the same disorder as me actually do have some minor dislike for their fellow disorder people. In a way, it may be because we are all so different. None is the same. And in a way, I don't think. I mean, of course, it's not confirmed if Tsukasa have it. He could very well just have sociopathic disorder, because after all, he is extremely detached from emotions. He and he could very well just have narcissistic. What is that way? Narcissistic disorder, seeing that he is so focused on himself and only feel like he and his own things will work. It could very well just be a narcissistic disorder, which of course makes more sense. But again, I'm not a psychiatrist, and I don't know. But it's very, very clear from this chapter alone that Tsukasa has some kind of disorder, because this detachment is more than just detachment out of need to cook. It's definitely a disorder for something else. So how they're gonna defeat him, I don't know. I just long for the day he's defeated. All in all, I didn't 100% enjoy this chapter, mind you. It felt too heavy over the fact. But Satoichi rejecting Tsukasa like that was actually a badass boast. And he is not worried. He knows his friends are gonna win. How? Well, I just hope they will. Next up, we'll continue the bout against Rindo and Takumi. I guess in the end, that loss will also be on Takumi's side, but maybe he will have just as much faith as Satoichi will have. Give me your thoughts if you have any.